campaign. I mean, it's not like you're teaming up with Frikkie from down the road. This is pretty decent and pretty big. So, how does a partnership like this come together?
It started about a year ago, and it was actually the ministry that reached out to the ICT community because the problem, and it's not only cybercrime. There are a couple of other issues we face in our beloved country, but one of the big ones I think is cybercrime. So the Ministry of ICT reached out, and they reached out to the ICT sector in a stakeholders event, and they asked who would partner with them, who would be willing to work with them to address this problem in Namibia. And we put up our hands, both our hands and our feet, because, for us, except for collaboration, I think that cybersecurity is one of the focal points, and it's also something that we can see touch our customers' lives and pockets every single day. So we've put in a lot of investment in terms of our technical skills and, the vendors and products and services we work with to really have a very good cybersecurity solution in place. So yes, we put up our hands and our feet and braided our hair, and we've been walking the road with them. The journey has been an absolute pleasure. They're fantastic to work with. We developed the content with them over the last year. We started with internal training first, internal cybersecurity awareness training, and we are now at the point where we are inviting organizations to contact them so that we can extend the training to the larger community. So we really want to try to get to all sectors, including schools, parents. Things like cyberbullying is a real thing, and I think if you're watching the news and you're seeing the
effects and the consequences thereof.
Yes, and it's our kids, so we need to be cognizant of it. We need to be aware of it. So it's the kids that we are targeting with our campaign. It is government, it is private sector, and it is SMB, and actually everybody in the whole country. We would like to give this exposure to.
And on that note, I mean, with what knowledge because it's there, but what knowledge can they walk away with? This is free, by the way.
Yes, it is free.
So what knowledge can Namibians, because we're not going to run through it because it's everyone, what can they walk away with from the virtual cybersecurity awareness sessions?
So the main idea is that you need to be in a position to be able to protect yourself and your family and your business. You need to know. I think the misconception came with our first contact. Most of our first contact with technology was with games. So everybody's under this impression that it's virtual. You die in the game over, let's play again. And, when it comes to cybercrime, it's not a game. Yes, it's game over, but sometimes you're not going to play again.
No.
So, you need to have the same type of approach that you have to your physical security in terms of having alarms, having the dogs. But mainly, you need to know how you should react. So what we do what we address mostly in the training is how you react. Do you open the door for the stranger? The same principle applies when we're working with our software and our technology and on social media. Do we accept the friend if we don't know them? Do we know who's following us? So we really try to address the main components of what you as an individual can do to protect yourself and your family and your business.
That's pretty cool. So this is all in collaboration with the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology. It's free virtual cybersecurity awareness sessions.
Emphasis on free. I mean, we all talk about making an investment in yourself and really being open to self-improvement. The fact that you're creating a platform where we can invest in ourselves for free is a bonus.
It is. It is
I think
indeed.
I need to emphasize that element of it.
On that platform, where can people find out a little bit more about the information and the dates and all that stuff?
Okay, so definitely our social media pages, Facebook, LinkedIn, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, both for us, Ministry of ICT and for SALT. We are posting regular updates of the progress. and also on our websites. So we will be talking about the dates that it's going to happen, where you can find the link, and then we will also be providing the recording for in case you couldn't attend the session.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, so we're going to use the internet, our internet platforms to communicate all of that.
That's beautiful. So cyber threats, I mean, they never sleep. It happens all over. It's probably happening right now. Someone's listening. A business owner is listening right now. What way can they protect themselves from cyber threats?
All right, so one of the main things, and that's why we also, in collaboration with MICT, we are offering this, is cybersecurity awareness training.
Yeah.
Because it's a people's game, we need to empower our people. Again, it's why the empowerment specialist we need to empower our people. So cybersecurity awareness training, you don't have to wait for the official free sessions to come rocking about. You can reach out, and we can see how, via the Ministry of ICT, how we can assist to provide training. Obviously, we don't have the capacity to go to every house and every business, but we're going to try to do groups so that we can, spread the message far and wide. So definitely cybersecurity, that's the quick win, I think, but there are some other basics you do need to do. I was talking about seeing it in the same way as you would protect your house.
Yeah.
So you do need a good cybersecurity software, not just the antivirus, but also anti-malware. Because we are human. At some point, there's going to be someone that knocks on the door, your kid's going to open the door, and what then?
Yeah.
So if it does happen, and it does happen to everyone, you did click on the link, you did download something, that's your next level of protection, is having a good cybersecurity software to protect you, or at least alert you, like the alarm, someone's in the house. So at least alert you, and then you can take the next steps. And then basic things, like I said, don't leave the door open, don't leave the gate open. Your devices, this is where most of our data lives. It's living in the cloud, yes, and many times, but on our laptops, on our mobile phones, make sure those things are protected, that you've got. I know it's painful. I went through the process of putting biometrics on my mobile phone this weekend. It's not nice. It takes extra time. But if you weigh up the cost of those couple of seconds, and again weigh up the cost of paying a couple of $100 for a good security software, cybersecurity software, versus what you can lose when they ransomware you, it's really worth the little bit of time and effort. So make sure your devices are protected. Make sure you've got a good software and not free software. I know our training is free, but we're doing that as an investment into our community. But the free stuff, really not so much. If you really don't have any other, you don't have funds available, or you're a home user and you can't afford it, at the least you can do is put on your Windows security, which comes with your operating system. Again, we don't buy pirated software. We buy the actual thing, because with Windows you do get Windows security, which is really awesome. So from Microsoft. So those are the basics. The final thing I can just mention here is revisit your social media. We have to be on social media, especially as business owners. This is how we gain a following, how we convince our customers that we are, marriage material. It's all in the marketing message and building that relationship. And 80% of the buying decision is made before the person actually picks up the phone. So review your social security settings. Make sure that you've got your privacy properly set up, both you as an individual and as your company's page. Because again, there's nothing wrong. We want to tell people we're going on holiday, but if you've got people following you that are not your friends, they're not interested to know that you're going to Swakop or to Omaruru this weekend. They're interested to know you're not at home. Yeah, exactly. So if you've got the proper privacy settings set up, and you'll see some interesting things happening on Facebook and so on, as the international regulations are starting to clamp down, because it is a big risk. So review your social media profile settings as well.
So follow all the socials of both SALT Essential IT and the Ministry of ICT. You can find out everything there, the dates and everything for the cybersecurity awareness sessions. They are virtual. This is amazing. And Odile, we need to find a new title for you, not just presenter, but also empowerment presenter.
I think we can. Why not?
Vanessa, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for educating us. I mean, it is such a just one wrong click on the wrong thing and bad things can happen. So it's so important that we do educate ourselves. And big shout out to you guys at Salt Essential IT.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jock and Adele.
My goodness, and we thought Halloween was the scary part
I know, right?
of October.
Why do you think I've been quiet so long now?
Was he updating everything?
Yeah.
As you should.
That's very scary.
Yeah, it is. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So now we need to...
Okay. Picture?
Yes, please. Otherwise my MD will have my honey.
Remember